Hi friends, I'm super excited. We're gonna work with some of my stuff from the Jesse James beads collection today that I got with my ambassador box. So I'm really excited to see what we make. All right, thanks for joining me. Okay friends, so we have the beads I got from my ambassador kit. We have the Summer Fun Collection Summer Citrus, which I have over here. And I also got these cage beads, and then I have the Neon Pride Electric Lemonade strand. So what I did, part of my process when I make jewelry, is I kind of just lay it all out and try to get a feel. And I wanted to first start with the cage beads, trying to think through what I could make with them. So I took the cage beads and I kind of looked around, and what I do is I kind of lay out things, try to see kind of, oh, will that work? Will this work? So the design I came up with is make sure the cage beads are laying the same way here. Is I found these tassels in another Jesse James bead mix. And I thought they were a really great color for the summer kit. And I thought I would go with these green matte beads. See how sometimes you don't think, but that really just made me think of summer. And I wanted to add in probably these clear beads. So I was going for bold color, but also kind of muted. Like I thought it was a little too much to add in the watermelon or something, because the cage beads are so big. So I was trying not to overwhelm the situation here. So, and then I looked through my soft flex because I saw them use soft flex for earrings with cage beads. And I measured out 2 strands here of 5 inches, okay? Look at that, it just reminded me of summer. I looked at this one too, and this one could work too, but this one matched the beads so well that I went with that one. I have a couple other different colors. They have amazing colors that they offer for soft flex wire, so if you want to go check them out. So I'm going to need my crimping tool. So and I'm going to need some pliers. So I've got my bent nose and my straight nose, and please excuse my messy desk here. Got all kinds of things happening, so let's get them out of the way here. So we're gonna work today with these earrings. So what I saw them doing, which I thought was really cool, is they used the soft flex to go through the cage bead. So we're gonna go through the cage bead, through this bead, and a clear, and then we're gonna loop around the tassel on the bottom, and then we'll go back through everything. So I did 5 just to make sure I had enough wire to do this project. And I just thought this was a really pretty color to use. See, just pushing it all back up through. Because you need 2 ends in order to crimp with the soft flex wire. So, oops. That's okay, because the cage bead's easy to thread in. That it fell out there. Just making sure that it goes through the same triangle there. So what I can do is I can add on the crimp tube now. And then should have grabbed gold ear wires before I started. Oh well, I am going to use gold ear wires. I'm not seeing any handy at the moment. So then you have to push both of the wires. Oops, I lost my crimp bead. Maybe I'll go the other direction. Through the crimp. And then what I'll hang that right off of the ear wire. So I have it going that way, but I actually would rather it bend down so it forms kind of a loop. So we'll go back and try this side again. So I think I prefer that, so that they're going opposite directions and it creates more of a loop rather than hang on the crimp. So there we go. Crimping is not my strength, but that's okay. I want to pull, there we go. I wanted to pull that one through more because I can trim that side down. I can pull this up a little. So that's about where I'd like it. The big thing with crimping is you need to make sure that your wires are laying next to each other, that they're flat and not crossing each other when you crimp. So there are all kinds of different crimping tools. This one is, I think it's called the Happy Crimper. I forget the name, but it's just, you use certain crimp tubes, and what it does is it creates this like round sandwichy kind of thing. So once again, you just got to make sure that your crimp wires are not twisted. And you just kind of go around it and crimp it down and create the shape. So I really like the shape that this particular type of crimping creates. So then once you get that crimped, I'll do a little bit more. I see a little gap here. I find these easier to see the gap too of where, whoops, make sure I'm on the crimp tube. So I'm using a crimp tube, and you can do crimp balls. And then I can take my wire cutters and I can cut right down to the edge of that. So I don't have any wires hanging off. And then also the thing about doing it that way is the crimp can hide inside the cage bead. So there's one down. And when I put it on, I'll make sure that I have the jewel inside of towards the front when I put it on the ear wire. So now we're gonna do number 2. So same thing, go through a similar hole as I did on the other one. Hopefully you guys can see everything okay. Through the bead, through the second bead. I just liked the coloring of this. That's why I was choosing this. Through the tassel. And sometimes you can buy the tassels separate. They don't always come in all the kits. Some of the kits have tassels, some of them don't. So just pushing it back up through. Make sure it goes out the same hole it came down. Pull it in snug. And then the same thing, I'm gonna slide a crimp tube on the shorter end and then turn this down so I can hook it onto an ear wire. You gotta hold both sides of the wire so you don't lose one. Make sure it's about the same. Make sure the wires aren't crossing. And crimp. I believe this crimping tool is a Beetle-On product, if I remember correctly. I can put a link in the video for you guys. So so you don't even, I like this one because you don't have to go to 2 different holes and make sure you flatten it out correctly or any of that stuff. But that all you have to do is make sure that the wires aren't crossing, that they're laying flat next to each other. If they cross, they create space in there, and the crimp really helps if I put the flat side of my pliers, oops, to the, don't cut towards your face, towards the end of the wire. So, soft flex wire is great for lots of things. You can use it with silver silk or beads like this. So there we go. So those 2 are done except for ear wires, and I'm just gonna grab a pair of gold ear wires here really quick. And away we'll go. Go. If I can figure out where I put my gold ear wires, we will be in business. Where is the container? Oh, right next to me. Of course it is. Sorry about this, guys. Sorry for the delay. Alright, we need 2 gold ear wires. Alright, oops, I got 3. Make sure that they match. So they're matching ear wires. And just with jump rings and all kinds of things, you need to be really careful when you open them up. It's just like a jump ring. So you just very gently pull it towards you. And so I'm gonna hang this off. I actually want to flip it to make sure that my crystal inside the cage is in the front. There we go. And not behind. And then gently turn it back. And same with this one. So gently open. And gently close. So there we go. So, some earrings using soft flex soft wire and my new cage beads and beads from my JJB mix and tassels from JJB as well. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great day.